Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for tuning in for my weekly guitar blog. It is April 15th, 2012. And this time we're going to go to a question that was sent in by Charles. He lives in Derby, Connecticut, and he wrote in asking, my picking and strumming technique feels terrible since switching over to a heavier gauge guitar pick. Is there something I'm missing here? I kept reading on how thicker picks offer more attack than thin, so I switched, but I'm finding the thicker pick much more difficult to play with. Hope you might be able to help. From Charles in Derby, Connecticut. Well, thanks for writing in, Charles. Switching over from a thin guitar pick to a thicker pick often takes some getting used to, and I'd highly suggest that anyone doing this transition should try going through various gauges of guitar pick thicknesses very gradually. But all of that aside, there are also definitely techniques involved with the picking hand that should be attended to for achieving good picking hand skill with the most successful results in the shortest time possible. And to demonstrate this, I'm going to zoom in on my picking hand and discuss a number of important factors which will help you when switching over to thicker guitar picks. Guitar players normally want to switch over to the thicker guitar picks to gain access to both a cleaner sound and a sound that has more direct hand control over the attack, and in the end, the guitar's dynamics. I have quite a thin guitar pick here right now, and the force of the pick attack, it's weak. When you hit a single note, the guitar pick just flops over the string. I'm going to turn the volume off. You just have that flop of the guitar pick going right over the guitar string, and it doesn't offer up any resistance. So with a thin guitar pick, we have very little control over producing a louder dynamic range due to the real flimsy nature of the thin pick. It just tends to flop over the string, offering little to no resistance whatsoever, and therefore the result is a fairly weak pick attack and a limited degree of overall volume from the pick attack itself. I'm going to switch over here to a medium gauge of guitar pick. When we switch to the medium, we have a little bit more control over dynamics since we can begin digging into the guitar string much more, and we can play harder because the medium guitar pick now, it offers some better resistance against the guitar string. However, when we move to the world of the thick, heavy guitar pick, we have lots of resistance and therefore much more control over how loud or how soft that we're able to play through notes or even strum chords. So once you begin to figure out the benefits of the thicker guitar pick, the next issue now becomes one of control over the grip of the thicker guitar pick. So the technique here is essentially twofold. It's related to both how you hold the pick at an angle to the guitar string, as well as how loose or how tightly you grip the guitar pick between your fingers. So the principle is fairly straightforward. A tighter grip helps with performing single note lines. So if I have the pick gripped fairly tightly, it's not moving very much between my fingers. As if, of course, I loosen up the grip, the guitar pick can move quite a bit more. So the tighter grip is better for scales or arpeggios. And a more relaxed grip would be better suited toward playing rhythm guitar and chord strumming technique. Basically, keep the pick grip tight for single note lines and loosen it up when you switch over to chord strumming. Well, I'm going to have to warn you, it does take time to develop the technique of working with thicker guitar picks, especially if you used thin picks for a while and you've become quite accustomed to their weight and their feel. But if you move gradually into the thicker and thicker picks, keeping the points that I've covered here in mind, I'm going to place a pretty good bet that you'll achieve success with using thicker guitar picks in a relatively short period of time. Anyway, once again, that's about all the time I have for today. As always, I hope these explanations have helped you. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye for now.